Now, with everybody freaking out about swine flu, I've had a lot of crazy questions the last few weeks at the pharmacy. I had one lady come up to me and say, "Oh, my daughter's headed to Mexico next week. Is there anything over the counter she can take to prevent getting the swine flu?" I was like, "Over the counter? Not so much." And she was like, "What? You mean there's nothing?" She got pretty angry at me, like I'm supposed to make something, develop some drug quickly. She's like, "What about airborne?" And I don't know if anybody realizes, but airborne is absolute garbage. It doesn't do anything at all, maybe placebo effect at best. But really, when you want to treat a disease like this, just like any time, you want to understand your enemy, understand your foe, and the swine flu is a virus, and viruses actually aren't considered living things. They're not considered living things because they can't replicate on their own. They require other living cells in order to propagate. So what they do is they insert their DNA into another living cell, and then they replicate within the cell of the living organism, and then that cell bursts, and you have more viruses that continue the process, so on and so on. And now the treatment for swine flu, two such treatments are Tamiflu and Relenza, and both of these drugs are neuraminidase inhibitors. And what that's a fancy name for is basically it keeps that cell filled with viruses. Once the virus puts its DNA in there and it spreads, it keeps those viruses from escaping that cell and spreading. So basically it really limits the infection and prevents the viruses from spreading faster than they would have otherwise. And these are two of the main treatments that people have been hoarding, unfortunately, for the swine flu. And because people are hoarding it so much in preparation, people that are actually sick aren't able to get them. So just be smart and don't waste this stuff unless you actually need it.